Hey guys, I'm back to do the month 10 vlog update. I'm about 10 days late, or 9 or 10 days late here. And I do apologize. I've actually been out of the country for a few days. I took a bit of a vacation. I would say well deserved, considering how much I've been working here recently. Um, so took a 5-day cruise from Miami to Mexico, and that went swimmingly. Not literally swimmingly, but it went well. Um, so let's talk about month 10. Let's talk about where I stand in terms of the numbers. I know that's what everyone's listening for and paying attention, and that's interesting to me, of course, because if there's one thing that you know about me is that I'm a numbers guy. So um, on the 11th, which is my actual 10-month anniversary, November the 11th, I was down to, let's see, 149 pounds total. I wanted to go for that 10 to be down 150, to hit the 150 club. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. I was off by 1 pound, but you know what? 9 pounds in a month. I mean, at some point, I'm going to be slowing. I can't keep up a constant 10 pounds every month. I knew that eventually was going to start slowing down more and more as I continue to lose more and more. But progress was still made. I'm definitely a glass half full kind of guy. I did lose 9 pounds. I worked hard. I did everything that I could to lose the 10. It just didn't happen. But again, 9 pounds, just one off, 1 pound away from the 150 pound club. So I did happen to snap an after picture down in Mexico, and hopefully I can use that as the thumbnail for this video. You can actually see the difference from a cruise that I took in 2019 and a cruise that I took this year. Just got back from that cruise, November 2021. You can see a pretty big difference. I definitely see a big difference. So even though I see myself every day, it's really hard now to see, month to month, a lot of change. There's still changes happening. And that's one thing I want to make sure that you guys are aware of. Once you get to a certain point beyond 6 months, you start seeing yourself not really change as much, because you're not really changing as much. It's come down quite a bit. You're not losing the 15 to 20 pounds every month anymore. Now it's down to more like 9, 10, and so forth. So you're not going to be seeing a very large change. But it's still there. It's still happening. Just be patient with yourself. Be very, very patient with yourself, because that is the key. Don't give up. Keep fighting. Whenever you hit those plateaus that we've mentioned time and time again on my channel here, you just have to stick with it, because that's the only way. That's the only way to success. You can't give up on yourself, and I don't want you to give up. I'm not giving up on myself. It's all about the discipline and getting back on. It's okay to make a few mistakes here or there. Just know that we are human. We're going to have those moments of weakness. Just don't give up on yourself. Okay. Stick with it. Do what you can to keep yourself in line. Fight the triggers. Plan ahead for those triggers, which we'll get into that in just a moment. With the holidays coming up, just know that things are going to happen. Life happens. You may make a mistake here or there, but just know that that mistake's not the end of the world. I think that's where a lot of folks fail. So yeah, let's talk about it. So on a cruise ship, if you've ever gone on a cruise, okay, let me do that. Sorry, my phone kind of goofed up on me there. If you've ever been on a cruise, you know that food is in abundance. There's a lot of food everywhere. So of course there were the triggers, and being on vacation, it's really, really hard to fight those triggers. But if you still stick to the guidelines, in other words, make protein your number one, the number one priority. Get the protein, avoid soda for sure. Um, Try to stick to water, make sensible decisions. You're gonna be fine. Okay. You get a lot of exercise on a cruise ship. One thing that my friends and I did was we took the stairs more frequently than the elevator. But one area I did slip is I did have a couple of drinks every night. And of course that's empty calories. And so that's, I'm not beating myself up. I mean, it is what it is. Life's going to happen. You're on vacation. It's not an everyday thing. Just like the holidays, we'll talk about that in a moment again. It's not an everyday thing. So, if you have a drink or two, it's not going to kill you. Just be mindful of what you're drinking, okay? And also remember that with the smaller stomach, it's going to hit you a lot faster. Don't buy the drink package because you're just throwing away money, to be honest. Not to get too much into travel details or what to do or what not to do on a cruise. Let me just say, basically it is going to be the one and done philosophy, because any more than that and you're going to get sick. And I don't want you guys to get sick. I don't get sick. So just be mindful of that and you'll be fine. Have fun, socialize, if you want to indulge a little bit, that's fine. And what do I mean by indulge? Well, if you want to have a drink, fine. If you want to have dessert, fine. Just be sensible. A lot of cruise ships do have healthy options. Select those options. Not saying that you have to every single meal. Again, you're on vacation. That's fine. Just be mindful. And just remember that when you get off the cruise and you come home and you jump on the dreaded scale and it's a little bit higher or you haven't lost any, just remember that's a one-time deal. It's not every day. As soon as you get off the ship, as soon as your vacation is over, that's it. You've got to 100% go back to your plan. 100%. In other words, no drinking, again, no soda. Stick to the protein, stick to the lean protein, and you'll be fine. All right, so again, triggers with holidays coming up, that's going to be a thing. Especially if you're like me and you're like being invited to, this party, that party, talking about, and so in the U.S., we kind of focus everything around food, which is not necessarily the best after you've had weight loss surgery, because you can't really sample this, sample that, have a full meal and then go back for pie or whatever. It's a challenge because you physically can't hold that anymore. So you're going to have to make some tough decisions. And also be mindful that, there are triggers there. 10, 11 o'clock at night, you're running through the house thinking, midnight snack time. Oh, I've got that pumpkin pie. Oh, I've got that cherry pie, that apple pie, that cake. Is that really the best option? Remember, ask yourself that. Stop yourself from saying, well, it's the holidays, because all of a sudden Thanksgiving and Christmas, kind of the blurred lines there in between, where it's December the 9th. Oh yeah, it's the holidays. We'll have some fruitcake, which I don't know anyone who eats fruitcake, but we'll indulge. No. Stick to the holidays. Stick to the holidays 100%. In between, that's when you need to continue on your discipline. Okay? That's my plan. This is my first holiday season, so it's going to be a trial and error thing. But mentally, I'm preparing on Thanksgiving, on Christmas. Okay, that's fine. In between, I need to be working. I need to be motivated. I need to be exercising, drinking my water, making sure I'm getting my water, and just keep fighting that, because it is an everyday battle. Sure, holidays are there, and like I said, here in the United States, holidays are focused on food. Okay, fine. Just don't overstuff yourself. Don't make yourself sick. Know when to say no. And by this point, by month 10 for me, I know exactly when to say no. I know exactly how much food to put on my plate, and I know how much and what I need to focus on. Again, protein, really big, and turkey's pretty lean, depending on how the turkey is done. Deep fried, probably not the best. For me, when I roast a turkey, I usually use a lot of butter, so maybe not the best. I mean, you got to keep the turkey moist, right? So you use a lot of butter, and so forth. But just be mindful. If you can't have roasted turkey, if you have the option between fried and roasted, go with roasted. Um, if you have options for dessert that are low sugar, low calorie, there's your opportunity there. And then again, if you don't, remember, stick to that day. Not before, not after, that day. Got to be well disciplined there. Um, so yeah, I'm excited for the holidays. I always love this time of the year. Not necessarily for food, but for how festive it is, and I guess I'm a little more nostalgic, thinking about as a kid how much I loved the holidays, and love being around family, and it's definitely different now because I live alone, and oftentimes I have to work on Thanksgiving. This year I'm working Thanksgiving Day, and instead of going to visit my family, I'm actually visiting friends down in Key West, Florida, that Saturday. So we're getting together for a Friendsgiving, if you will, down in the Keys. And then for Christmas, for the first time in 6 years, I think I'm actually right now scheduled to visit my family. But it's to be determined. It really just depends on work and if I can actually get away. So, but otherwise, usually, there's some celebration going on, and most of it is nostalgia. I'm very nostalgic during these times, and it takes me back to a time in my life as a young child or adolescent, and how awesome it was, and yeah. So yeah, it's just an amazing time of the year. And then once you cross into January, like January 1st is cool, and then January 2nd is like, well, we started a new year, and now what? All the festivities are over, But yeah, it gets really depressing. And if you live someplace cold, after the January 1st, and you're starting to take down all the decorations, it's a little more sad because everyone loves the first of winter, but as you go through the weeks and into February, it gets kind of, you get tired of the cold, you get tired of the ice and snow. I do not miss that. I do not miss that at all. I do not miss shoveling snow, and thankfully I don't have to worry about that in Miami. So, all right, that's basically all I wanted to cover with you guys. Again, I'm still hanging in there, doing well. Still running into those challenges when traveling, but we're hanging in there. We're staying positive, well disciplined. That's basically all I have to share. Hopefully, we can get down another 9 pounds, maybe 10. I'm not optimistic with Thanksgiving in there and a lot of work coming up in the next month, and I mean I think right now we're really going to start slowing down, but I'm going to give it my all, and I'm very optimistic. I'm very, very optimistic. So again, check out the before and after photo I'm going to share with you guys. I think it's a good one. Otherwise, that's all I have for month 10. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving coming up. I'm going to try to give you guys another vlog before Christmas. And before the holiday season really starts winding up here, and kind of give you an idea of how things were going, how Thanksgiving went, which of course is the most food heavy holiday of the year, outside of I think candy for Halloween, but yeah, or Easter I think is another big one, and of course barbecue. I guess every holiday has some type of food involvement, which so far I've managed to do very well with, and hopefully you guys are managing well as well. Okay, so I'm out. You guys have a good one. I'll catch you on the next vlog. Bye.